Have you ever left home in anger, believing you were right? Have you ever ignored someone's call because your pride felt more important than the relationship? Many people think they will always have another chance to apologize. They believe their parents will always be waiting. But life doesn't always give us another opportunity. Today's story, inspired by Japanese family values, reminds us that sometimes the words we never say become the biggest regret of our lives. In a quiet Japanese village, surrounded by mountains and cherry blossom trees, lived a young man named Ren with his father, Takashi. Their small wooden house stood beside a peaceful river. Every spring, cherry blossom petals covered the narrow streets like a pink carpet. Every morning, Takashi woke before sunrise, prepared breakfast, cleaned the small garden, and then walked to his carpentry workshop. Ren's mother had passed away when he was only 8 years old. From that day on, Takashi became both father and mother to his son. He learned to cook Ren's favorite meals. He attended every school event. Even when business was slow, he made sure Ren never felt poor. At night, after finishing work, Takashi would quietly repair furniture while Ren studied beside him. Sometimes they talked for hours. Sometimes they simply enjoyed the silence. Takashi always believed that love did not need loud words. It could be shown through small, daily sacrifices. As Ren grew older, he dreamed of moving to Tokyo. He wanted a successful career, a modern apartment, and a life very different from the quiet village. One evening, a letter arrived offering Ren an interview in Tokyo. He was overjoyed. During dinner, he announced, "Father, next month I'm leaving for Tokyo." Takashi smiled gently. "I am proud of you. Chase your dreams. But promise me one thing." "What?" "No matter how busy life becomes, don't forget your home." Ren misunderstood those words. "You think I can't succeed?" Takashi quickly replied. "No, my son. I'm only afraid that success may take you far away from the people who love you." But Ren's pride had already taken over. They argued for the first time in years. The next morning, Ren packed his suitcase. Before leaving, Takashi quietly placed a homemade bento box inside his bag. "I know you'll be hungry on the journey," he said softly. Ren nodded without making eye contact. The bus pulled away. Takashi stood outside the house until it disappeared beyond the mountains. Tokyo was everything Ren had imagined. Tall buildings, bright lights, busy streets. He worked hard and slowly built a successful career. Months turned into years. At first, Takashi called every Sunday. Ren often replied, "I'm busy, Father. I'll call you later." Later never came. Eventually, the calls became less frequent. Takashi still sent birthday gifts every year, sometimes handmade wooden pens, sometimes small carvings of cherry blossoms. Every package contained a short note. "I hope you're healthy. I'm proud of you. Come home when you have time." Ren thanked him only once. The unopened letters slowly gathered dust in a drawer. Back in the village, Takashi had grown older. His hands that once built beautiful furniture had begun to shake. His eyesight became weak. Yet every evening, before closing the front door, he looked down the empty road hoping to see his son returning. Neighbors often asked, Do you think Ren will visit this year? Takashi always smiled. My son is working hard. He'll come when he can. Even though deep inside, he missed him every single day. One rainy winter morning, Ren received an unexpected phone call. It was his elderly neighbor from the village. Her voice trembled. Ren, your father passed away peacefully last night. For a few seconds, Ren couldn't breathe. The phone slipped from his hand. His office, his success, his achievements. None of them mattered anymore. He rushed back to the village. When he reached home, everything was exactly as he remembered. His father's slippers were still beside the entrance. His reading glasses rested on the small wooden table. His favorite teacup remained untouched. The house felt painfully quiet. For the first time in years, Ren realized how lonely his father must have been. While cleaning the workshop, Ren discovered a small wooden box. Inside it were dozens of photographs from his childhood, his school drawings, his first pair of shoes, every birthday card he had ever made. At the bottom of the box lay an old envelope. Written on it were the words, "For my son, if I don't get the chance to say goodbye." His hands trembled as he opened it. Inside, Takashi had written, "My dear Ren, if you are reading this, it means I could not tell you these words myself. I was never angry when you left. I knew you had dreams bigger than this village. Every father wants his child to fly higher than he ever could. The only thing that hurt me was not your leaving. It was losing your voice. Every Sunday I waited for your call. Every spring I hoped you would walk through the front gate. But even when you didn't come, I remained proud of you. Never blame yourself. Instead, love the people who are still with you. Success can build a beautiful house, but only love can make it a home. I have loved you every single day of my life. Your father, Takashi." Ren could no longer hold back his tears. He cried for hours, not because his father had died, but because he had waited too long to return. The next morning, Ren visited his father's grave, carrying fresh white flowers. He knelt quietly. "I'm sorry, Father. I spent years chasing success, but I forgot the person who taught me how to dream." Cherry blossom petals across the cemetery. For the first time in many years, Ren felt as if his father had forgiven him. Ren made a decision that changed his life forever. He restored his father's old workshop instead of selling it. He began teaching woodworking to children free of charge. Every child who entered the workshop received the same lesson Takashi had taught him. Kindness is more valuable than money. Family is more important than pride. Above the workshop door, Ren placed a wooden sign that read, "Never be too busy for the people who love you." Visitors from across Japan came to see the workshop and hear the story behind it. Many returned home and called their parents that very day. Some apologized after years of silence. Others simply said, "I love you." Final lesson. Life gives us many opportunities to earn money, but only a few opportunities to hug our parents. One day, their chair at the dinner table will be empty. Their phone will stop ringing. Their voice will become a memory. Don't wait for a letter that arrives too late. Don't let pride steal the moments you can never get back. If your parents are still alive, call them, visit them, thank them. Because the greatest success in life is not becoming rich. It is knowing that the people who loved you most never had to wonder whether you loved them back. Sometimes the most heartbreaking letter is the one we read after it's already too late.